Thank you for calling the Social Security Administration. You can visit our website at www.socialsecurity.gov. Thank you for calling Social Security. Goodbye.
I just called the Social Security Administration to figure out how close I am to losing my caregiver. And it doesn't say on the website, and they don't answer the phone, and they don't let you leave a message. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm Patrick Iveson, and when I was 14 months old, I was in an accident that left me with a spinal cord injury. Growing up, I was deeply involved in the disability community, and I learned to accept myself as a person with a disability. Now that I'm an adult, my relationship with my disability is largely logistical. Don't get me wrong, I love being involved in the disability community, and I'm super passionate about amplifying disabled voices through film and TV. But day to day, I'm just a dude trying to live in LA with my fiance and our 2 kittens. I've come to terms with the fact that I need help with certain things. Like, I know that I need help getting out of bed, I know that I need help taking a shower, and I know that I need help using the restroom. I'm always going to be partially dependent on someone. So when I was approaching high school graduation, I knew I had the capacity to go to college. I just didn't know how. How was I going to accomplish daily life activities? Because up to that point, my mom had been my caregiver, and I love my mom to death, but I wasn't bringing her with me. That just wasn't going to happen. So I needed to get a caregiver, and how do you do that? The state of California has a program called In-Home Supportive Services, or IHSS. It pays for a caregiver up to a certain amount of hours a month, and it's really the single reason I was able to go to college and live independently. The catch is it's tied to poverty-based programs. I have 1,000 tabs open on the Social Security website trying to figure this out, and this is how I understand it to work for me. I have IHSS, which pays for my caregiver because I'm eligible for Medi-Cal, because I'm eligible for supplemental security income through the Social Security Administration. If I hit a certain income threshold, I lose eligibility for SSI, which means I lose Medi-Cal, and then I lose IHSS. To my understanding, because I have a personal attendant whose fees are publicly funded, my personal SSI threshold is calculated by adding my caregiver's salary to the standard California threshold. While I'll be making decent money when I hit that threshold, the new expense of paying a caregiver out of my own pocket will drop my usable income down to the California threshold of $37,994 a year. With the price of accessibility, life in a wheelchair is already expensive, so living independently off of this income is extremely difficult and in many cases impossible. Knowing I'm approaching my threshold, I have to tread lightly. In the past couple years, I've been able to advance my career, but my excitement at every new opportunity is undercut by constant fear. Something as simple as me accepting a raise could threaten my ability to live independently and drastically decrease my quality of life. Luckily, I have a fiance that knows how to help me with my care and is willing and physically able to help me. Not everyone has that peace of mind. The stakes for me are the hours of unpaid work that my fiance is going to have to take on, which is bad enough because Kimberly is her own person with her own dreams and her own full-time career. For a lot of people, the stakes are even higher. If you lose these benefits and you don't have a support system, you can end up in a really dire situation where you're unable to get the care you need. Once you start doing well, you're knocked back down again, which really disincentivizes working with a disability. So there's this substantial portion of the population that wants to work and could be contributing much more to the economy and paying into the system, but instead they're trapped living off of the system because they can't risk losing care. Section 223 of the Social Security Act defines disability as the inability to engage in substantial gainful activity. Basically work. And that's just inaccurate. I have a job and I'm really proud of my financial independence. Really, all I've ever wanted to do is just take care of myself in whatever way I can. But it doesn't change my disability and my need for physical assistance. Programs designed to help people with disabilities achieve everyday tasks should be determined solely on disability, which is not defined by somebody's inability to engage in the economy, but simply by a physical or mental limit. With a little help to overcome these limits, people with disabilities are empowered to reach their full potential as contributing members of society. Financial support for caregiving is crucial to those like myself who are working to find an independent way to live independence.
Is there anything you want to say?
Register to vote.